I'm dedicating this account to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My name is Noah Frank, and this is my first video. I want to tell you what this channel is about. I am here to help you become your best version of yourself. I'm here to inspire you and to help you grow into the person that you've always wanted to become. In this channel, I will provide advice and a different perspective from an 18-year-old kid not going to college trying to make it work for himself. Not only am I trying to help you, but I'm also learning on this journey as well. I'll be posting the things I've learned throughout my journey of getting in shape, increasing discipline, and learning along the way. The first thing I want to talk to you guys today is learning to slow down. Don't try to become this overnight success story. The other day I was scrolling on my phone, and this is something I struggle with a lot, and I was scrolling endlessly for probably multiple hours, and all I was seeing was just these 18-year-old kids who were flexing their Lamborghinis, their penthouse in Miami, their rich lifestyle, and it makes me upset, and it makes me feel like I'm not doing enough. And I feel like you're in that same position, seeing these people online who are younger than you, maybe they're the same age as you, and they just have 20 times the amount of stuff that you have. And it makes you feel like you need to become this overnight success story. But I'm here to tell you that's not a thing. And the more you focus on becoming this overnight success, the more likely you won't become a success story at all. See, social media has killed your perception of what it means to be successful. Successful people did not get there by posting one video and then blowing up. Successful people, they get there by doing the thing day in and day out for years at a time. You can't expect to become successful overnight, and I feel like social media has just made us think that we have to become successful in 2 months. And it's simply just not true. That doesn't work. You can't force your way to success. You have to do the work day in and day out. And I think the reason that it's so problematic when we have these goals of becoming successful in 2 months, the reason it's bad is because we stop focusing on the process and we start focusing on the outcome. That's bad. I'm not saying don't have big goals. I'm not saying don't dream big. I have huge aspirations, and I want to provide and give back to the people that have given so much to me in my life. I'm not saying don't have goals. I'm saying don't focus on the outcome. Don't focus on creating this life in 2 months. Because as soon as you focus on the destination and you lose sight of the journey, you stop caring on how to get there. If all you're looking at is the mountain instead of the trail that leads up to it, you'll lose sight of how to get there. And you will sit on the sidelines for 10 years staring and just imagining what it would be like at the top. Because you don't take that first step on the trail, you will never get there. So social media has created this perception that you have to be successful overnight, and it's bad because we lose sight on how to get there. When all you see on social media is these people flexing their cars, they're flexing their girls, they're flexing their penthouses, you lose sight on how they got there. They are successful, and a lot of times they actually aren't, and they're just renting stuff, or they just literally got a prostitute, and that's super common, so don't believe everything you see online. But how they got there, I guarantee you most of them got there by actually doing something over and over and over until it worked. And people probably called them stupid, they probably called them dumb, they probably said that they weren't gonna make it, and then they did. But the reason they made it wasn't because they were focused on the outcome, it was because they were focused on the process. So what helps you overcome this thought process of becoming an overnight success? What can you do to actually focus on becoming better? I alluded to it earlier. It's falling in love with the process. You've got to stop caring about the outcome. There's a quote I heard, and it goes like, the person who likes walking will go further than the person who just likes the view. And that's so applicable to everything you ever want. If you want to get in shape, you can't just enjoy having a six-pack. It has to be you love working out, you love eating healthy, because when you picture your best self, You don't imagine them getting the six pack and then eating cheeseburgers. You imagine your best self working at it day in and day out. And that's the same with success. They aren't just getting a little hint, a little taste of money, a little taste of views, of followers, and then they just go out and they just sit on that. They taste that, and it fuels them for more. It fuels them to continue just enjoying the work and making it better and growing and evolving. The second thing that really helps you overcome this ideation that you have to become successful overnight is not looking at others. I personally struggle with this so much. I'm 18, I'm not going to college, and I see 18-year-olds who are not going to college who have hundreds of thousands of followers. I don't even have 1,000. And whenever I see people who are miles ahead of me, all I can think about is how much of a pit I'm in. All I can think about is how bad my life is compared to theirs. But then I lose sight of everything I should be grateful for. I am in a house. I have a dog on my bed. I have a camera I'm recording this on. I have a roof over my head. I have food in my stomach. I am so much more blessed than a lot of people on earth. When you compare yourself to others, you lose sight on the things that you should be grateful for. Not only that, but when you compare yourself to others, if they're doing worse than you, you start thinking that you're on this pedestal. And I'm sorry to break it to you, you are not. You are equal as everybody else. Not equal. You're on the same playing field. You are human just like your neighbor. You are human just like your parents. You have every single opportunity to become rich as everybody else does. You are not special, and you are not limited. The world, people say the world or the universe grants, success to those who work for it. I personally believe our society is set up wherever you go, if you work towards something wholeheartedly and you focus on yourself, you will become successful. Whatever your definition of success is, you will get it. And I personally don't know what to think about, the universe. I don't believe in the universe. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God. I call him Abba, my Father. He is ruler over all. I don't believe in some universe that grants your wishes, that isn't all loving and caring. I believe in God, who is omnipotent, and he is in control. I really think what it comes down to is God has given us free will for us to go out and try to get what we want. It is my understanding that God has given us free will to go out and chase what we want. And we will get it because we have a free will. We can control how much work we put in. We can control how much our attitude changes. We can control how much we grow. We can control all these things which lead to success. You have to think of it as a system. When you put in the work, it goes through something like a process. And then it outputs the whatever you make. It outputs the result. If you eat healthy and you work out, your body will process that food and protein, and then it will outcome fat loss and potential abs, right? Same is true with success. What you put in is what you get out. God has given us free will to go out and get the things that we desire, to provide for the people we love, and also to, I believe that having cars and having a nice house is not wrong. I do not believe I do not believe having money is wrong. I believe that the love of money is wrong. And that's where people go wrong when they are followers of Christ. They think, I can't get rich. God doesn't want me to get rich. That's not true. God doesn't want you to love your money because it becomes an idol. I believe that we should chase success. We should want our success so desperately that we're after it every day, that we can't focus on other people. We're not on social media caring what others think. And we're just chasing the outcome. But instead of looking at the outcome, we're looking at the process. If that makes sense, you have to stop looking at the outcome. You're working towards the outcome, but what you're focusing on is the process. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They're only focused on the outcome. You have to become focused on the process while working towards the outcome. To get your abs, you can't just think, I'm gonna have abs. That's not how it works. You need to focus on how you get them. How do you get abs? You eat clean, you exercise daily, and you get your sleep. How do you become rich? You focus on the work, you focus on the work, and you focus on the work. Yet people, all they think about on how they get rich is just their penthouses, their Miami houses, whatever it is. And they stop focusing on doing the thing that makes them rich. Visualization is super crucial, but if you stop caring about how to get there, you won't make it. I hope this helps you focus on the process instead of the outcome. This is my first video, and if you enjoyed it, please drop me a subscription. Follow along for the journey, because I'm going to help you reach your goals and become the person that you want to be 10, 15, 20 months from now. I love you, and so does Jesus.